Race 7 of the BMW IBSF Men's Skeleton World Cup, and an unseasonably warm Altenberg is the venue. Felix Kaisinger of Germany, one of the fastest starters in the field, had been 7th after the first heat, 69 hundredths of a second off the lead, but less than a quarter of a second out of medal contention. Could a good second run put him to the top of the pile? The first thing he had to do was hold off America's Austin Florian, 11th in the first heat, and with the fastest trip down of the day so far. Kaisinger hanging on and taking the lead. And the Bavarian was still in front as we got to the top 5. China's Yin Cheng, the 5th fastest starter in the first heat, had the 5th fastest run. But he was just a 10th out of the silver medal position. Anything at this stage was possible on a track that was getting frostier and slower with every passing minute. It wasn't the tidiest run from Yin Cheng, but he somehow managed to generate enough speed to race away at the front of the field. The Chinese slider was still in the lead as we got to a 2-time world champion on this track, Christopher Groothair, the winner of the Worlds in 2020 and 2021, and a silver medalist in both races last season. He lay in 3rd place, tied with countryman Felix Seibel. Seibel had already slipped back, and Groothair was doing the same, unable to match Yin, who guaranteed himself a medal, leading with 2 to go. The World Cup leader had fallen by the wayside. Next to go, Zheng Xiongui. He'd taken the start record in the first heat and tied it in the second, the fastest man ever to leave the block here in Altenberg. But his second heat was nothing as good as his first. It started to unravel early. By corner 9, he was dropping behind, and down at the bottom of the track, he had no speed left with which to compete. He would drop behind as well. Yin led with 1 to go. Reigning world champion Matt Weston boasted a 41 hundredths of a second lead from the first heat. He won both World Cup races here last season and had looked absolutely untouchable with his first run. But the second did not go as well. Mistakes creeping in all the way down the run. A long slide from corner 9, compounded by problems below the Kreisel, and then scrubbing away speed out of corner 14. He would drop back. Bronze medal position at the line as Yin Cheng of China wins his 2nd straight World Cup race in a row. Victorious in Sigulda, and now in the equally tough driving track in Altenberg. Christopher Groothair taking the silver, but Yin Cheng, the master of Altenberg. Christopher Groothair narrowly extends his advantage at the top of the World Cup rankings.